Facebook family, social media network, YouTube followers. Welcome to Illuminati Part 10. When you look it up on YouTube, look for Crystal L. Smith, Illuminati Part 10. If not, you know to look under Crystal L. Smith, find my fiery dove. You might have to scroll down a little bit to find that particular picture. Click on my channel, and that's where all my presentations are. Alright, so we're going to get started because like I said, I got a long while to go with this presentation here, this Illuminati information. A lot of videos are being displayed, and I'm having to break them into segments here. But picking up from part 9, we're going to continue with some more celeb videos and how it pertains to rituals and how you're having to sign your name in blood and give your soul over to Satan and all that good stuff. I've chosen certain videos to display on my presentation. I do not hesitate to reference these videos because I have no copyright usage to claim these videos. So as you look here, this one that we're about to look at now is called Exposing Sodomite Rituals in Hollywood. So you want to be famous? Watch this first. The best way to do this is type in this title and then look for Soldier of God. Or you can just do like you do mine. Type in Soldier of God and then you should be able to find his channel with his picture and then look for his particular clipping, which is Exposing Sodomite Rituals in Hollywood. Like I said, I don't own nothing to a lot of these videos. I don't mind referencing them in my presentation because they do not belong to me. But we're going to get started so we can start picking up where we left off from part 9.
Show y'all just because they looking good and it looks like it's glamour. It's not like that. This is all about rituals, demons, Babylonian gods, and screwing a man in his ass. If you get in the music industry, they start taking you on these crazy party trips, and it's called the Pandora box. And while it's called the Pandora box, it's called because everybody that's like a masquerade. And sometimes they don't have masks on, but sometimes they do. And you have I've said this in many of my blogs before, but let's just bring it up to par, right? They have masks on, they have androgynous there, they have she-he's, they have women dressed like men. I mean, you name it, it's there. And it's all the top Hollywood actors, models, singers, hip-hoppers, you name it, it's there. And they could be dressed in a disguise. So she was exposed to that. My God, I can't believe I can't be a part of that. Oh, what you mean you can't be a part of it? If you want your check, you want this Hollywood life, you would be a part of it, and you're not going to share these secrets. She thinks about that. She cried a little bit. They always cry, right?
Now, you notice this new segment. It's the same guy, the one that we saw in part 9, when we saw the very first clipping of Understanding the Rituals. This is the same guy. It's just this author is using some of his video clippings as well. But if you notice in this clipping, in this particular one, how most of these celebs are holding up those particular hand signs I was talking about. I think I exposed that in part 9. I think I exposed that in part 8. And I want to say I also exposed it in part 7. But this is what I'm talking about when they take their pictures and they pose certain ways, that these hand signs that they are using are allegiance to the Illuminati system.
Want your check, you want this Hollywood life, you would be a part of it, and you're not going to share these secrets. She thinks about that. She cried a little bit. They always cry, right? So she said, okay. She goes in this Pandora box, androgynous owner, man owner, woman owner. That's nothing, right? She's thinking, I got that over with. So she didn't think it was nothing. She didn't really have to do nothing but men go kiss a little. She's used to kissing women. Here's the kicker. The 3 producers, the headliners, the guy who make Hollywood runs like it does, right? Bring her to the upper penthouse tomorrow. So she's thinking she getting ready to sign a contract. No, they want to pop her in her ass. And this is how they get down. They call it gravy.
If you do get hurt, well, That's just gravy.
Now, everybody, other people may know you from Gravy and your music career. Has this sparked the acting bug? Are we gonna see you in a lot more roles following this?
Yeah, definitely. This is my newfound love. Music is my passion, and you know, acting. I'm definitely getting ready to jump into it.
Okay.
That's a Hollywood slogan for people who just got popular behind. Well, how did it go, man? How's your career going? Oh, I can tell you right now, baby, everything's gravy. There's been a lot of people that got their letters on the fly. And they read all the literature. They have them in a nice little room or a sweet hotel. It's real elegant. They do it really nice. And they let you read that letter and they tell you what you think. I ain't got no problem with this. Okay, sign right here. Now that's the beginning of the rituals of everything that's to come for you. All the doors going to open for you. All the doors are opening. He ain't ready for what they're going to hit him with. We want you to meet some friends, okay? I want you to take it personal because we know that you're about your business and you know how to make that dollar. It's all business. Don't take it personal when you see what's up, right? They take them in this room and there be 3-4 dudes on another guy. And he may know that dude in the business. They say, what you're about to see, nobody else knows. This is part of the ritual. You are not to speak about this. You seeing these dudes, transsexual, transgender, and they all like lapping this one cat, right? That's the first test to see if you're going to buck. Why I'm telling you that? Because that's the first thing they did to Cat. They took Cat to all these private parties. Cat couldn't believe what he was seeing. Cat rebelled. Usually before.
Now, you just heard what he said about Cat Williams. When they tried to do Cat Williams the same way with taking him to these parties and rituals, when Cat saw it, Cat Williams, now the comedian, he went against it. Now, if you remember, this guy also spoke on people who go against the Illuminati and the rituals, or maybe even signed the contract and end up breaking against that contract or reneging on that contract. They start trying to ruin these celebrity lives. They try their best to ruin, whether it's through news feed, rumors, through killing them, through downgrading them, whatever. Prime example, DMX, Cat Williams. Boy, they drugged them Negroes through the dirt. All because either A, they went against it completely, or B, they were up for it but reneged on it. No different than Tupac. I believe Tupac was about to come out of it and expose it, and he was wanting to have his own record album. That's why they got rid of Tupac. So again, this stuff is no joke. These things that we watch on TV about these celebs and actors and actresses and music people, it's no joke. This stuff really do exist. And if you really start paying attention to my presentations, but also taking time to watch out and study on your own, you will start waking up to this stuff. It won't be no longer new to you. You will start seeing what I've been telling you and other people as well. Other people that's been out here posting and trying to give out the truth and expose all this wickedness. You will start waking up to reality and seeing what we're talking about. But let me keep going. Also with the cross-dressing, it's a lot of men that have to do that, and women. But if you notice that Satan got them targeting men more. Why? Because men, even though we're the women or the children-bearing entities or human beings, the men are the ones that bring forth seed. And so to kill off masculinity and to ostracize men, this is what he's doing with the rituals. Even the clothing line, Watchmen reports them speak on the clothing line that they have for men now. I mean, it's ridiculous, but it's such a trend, and people are so blinded that they cannot see it. They can't see the wickedness that he's doing in these men clothes, women clothes, music, TV, government. Can't nobody see it. So that's the purpose of me and other people bringing it out.
Where they want to take you to the next level, they say, let's see what he's going to think when we take him here. A lot of dudes like, you know what? That ain't got shit to do with me. It's all about the money. Well, it ain't all about the money, because now what you saw done to that guy, it's your turn. And you're going to say, they're going to, hey, come on up in here. No, man, I ain't down for that. Well, do you think we're going to keep paying you $5 million a year? Do you think you're going to be honors on BET? Do you really think we're going to keep putting your name in lights? Read the paper, man. Read the letter we gave you. See the letter we gave you, right? Stop bullshit. You're going to do everything that we just did to him. Either you do or we're going to break you. What you mean you're going to break? We're going to take all your money out your account. Oh, man, this bullshit. I got my rights. Nigga, you ain't got no motherfucking rights. We run this bitch. We decide who's going to be a star, who ain't going to be a star, who going to be rich, who going to be poor. Nigga, we do all of those things. Ain't nobody no star. We decide who's going to be a star, who's going to be president, and etc. That's who we are. Now you know. Now who's going to be a star, who ain't going to be a star, who going to be rich, who going to be poor. Nigga, we do all of those things. Ain't nobody no star. We decide who's going to be a star, who's going to be president, and etc. That's who we are.
Now, that's the reason why I reversed to that part when he said, we let y'all know who's going to run and be president. That's why our votes do not count. Now, I'm going to get off into that later on in the Illuminati studies as well. But just to give you a heads up of this, why it doesn't pay to vote, because we're nothing but puppets that they're using to make it seem like our votes matter. See, true believers like me and others, we don't vote. First of all, it's not part of Yahshua's plan, because whatever we're voting on, as you can see, you're voting for something wicked. Whether it's Barack Obama, whether it's Trump, whether it's President Clinton, it's all a game to the Illuminati system. And they got society so mind controlled, they got society believing that when they vote, that their votes matter. They be up in there puppetizing that stuff. Oh, well, we'll make sure this one gets the votes and downsize this one because, hey, the society don't matter. We're just using them to make them feel like they do matter. He just simply said it. He just simply said they run the government and they put whoever they want to put in president's chair. It ain't us, it's them. That's what I was meaning when I also stated that the Illuminati runs the government system as well, along with politics. We do not count. We're just puppeteers to them, and they take us by the strings and play with us all kinds of ways, whether it's mind control, soul, or spirit. Now, I bet that was a surprise for you. That's why I don't vote. It don't matter. And people like me, we don't believe in voting because it ain't meant for us to vote. We ain't part of this world. We ain't part of this wicked worldly system. We're just journeying through until Father Yahshua comes and takes over. So what's the purpose of voting some wicked elites into the system when we're not even accredited for it? Wake up, people. He just said it.
Now you know. Now you open. Now you see. Now you see that this ain't about no American Idol. This is deeper than American Idol. That's just what you asked for. So what it's going to be, man? Come on, man. All of y'all. So he's already thinking about it. So he wound up sucking the one dude off. Then he sucked the other dude off. Then he sucked the other dude off. Now they Vaseline him up and pop him in his ass. And you probably saying, that's bull. That's the way that goes. And then what they do, they videotape the Why would they want to videotape that? Y'all say to sell it later now. To keep your mouth closed. If you knew you done took 3 men up the ass and sucked 2 off, and they're real important men. Now, a lot of times, what they'll do while they're doing this thing to you, the men won't be recognizable. They'll have either mask on or they'll just have their face blacked out. It's the truth. Why do you think they do it? They put that in a special index box because if you get out of line, nigga, they're going to say that you was a homosexual, you was a pedophile, you did things that never got caught, and they're going to put this crazy-ass video on you getting boned by men.
Think about R. Kelly. I had put a post on Facebook a while back about the R. Kelly scandals. All this is part of the Illuminati system. It's something that R. Kelly has done or is going against, or maybe it's time for R. Kelly to be removed from the famous list of celebs. Who knows? But all these years and all of a sudden R. Kelly is being posted as a pedophile and sex scandal. All of a sudden, out the blue. Maybe it's been going on throughout our times past and we never paid it any attention and it's probably been pretty quiet. But now it's definitely being in the open now, real strong. Now you just heard what he said. He just said some few things. Let me back up a few more minutes here just to see if y'all really took heed to what he said. Let me see how far I need to go back. Maybe about right in here, maybe. Maybe right here.
Then he sucked the other dude off. Now they Vaseline him up and pop him in his ass. And you probably saying that's bull. That's the way that goes. And then what they do, they videotape the Why would they want to videotape that? Y'all say to sell it later now. To keep your mouth closed. If you knew you done took 3 men up the ass and sucked 2 off, and they're real important men. Now, a lot of times, what they'll do while they're doing this thing to you, the men won't be recognizable. They'll have either mask on or they'll just have their face blacked out. It's the truth. Why do you think they do it? They put that in a special index box because if you get out of line, nigga, they're going to say that you was a homosexual, you was a pedophile, you did things that never got caught, and they're going to put this crazy-ass video on you getting boned by men up your ass and taking sperm all in your face. I'm telling you how it goes. They letting you know Denzel Washington is not exempt from getting ran up in his ass either. So a lot of people say, well, he got shot in his ass, but don't mean he went up. Denzel Washington made $25 million picture. You can't make that kind of money if somebody ain't blowing you that's of the same sex. I'm just letting y'all know. Denzel Washington does not get a pass. Nobody in Hollywood gets a pass. And especially no Denzel Washington. Will Smith. Will Smith had a relationship with Benny Medina. Benny Medina ran the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Benny Medina went up to Will Smith so much, Will Smith should be his wife. Okay? Quincy Jones did pop him, fool. He did pop him. Benny Medina had him too. They're all part of the same rituals, man. It's just not no one man thing. They pass you around just like a little woman. If you want to go in Hollywood, it's just not going to one guy get you. They're going to pass you around. All of them. Because it's from one, it escalates from one step to the other. It's 1, 2. I don't give a damn. It's never over. Every time you do something, it's not like, okay, it's done. You did it the first time. Now, what you want to do? The sky's the limit. Nah. You want a cologne line, a perfume line? Okay, they take you back to that room and do it all over again. That's why they have rituals. If a Mason who's moving higher up in a Mason brotherhood, he has a daughter, he knows the rules. Somebody in the brotherhood wants your daughter, she could.
You heard him say Mason Brotherhood. I spoke about Masonry somewhere in either part 5, 6, 7, maybe part 4. But y'all heard him say something about the Mason Brotherhood. I spoke on that too. How Masonry is part of the hierarchy of the Illuminati. I spoke on this stuff. That's why I told everyone, and I'm going to repeat, it's good to start at Illuminati Part 1 and work yourself down because most of these presentations I have are in chronological order.
Be 12, 13 years old, you try to persuade your daughter to have sex with him so he can be with her and have a child with her.
They said, will you sit down with Ted? And so I sat over with Ted Kennedy. He's sitting right next to me. Mm-hmm. And Ted and I are, he's just joking. He says, George, you're going to love this. Really good with money. We're going to send you out to all the state Democratic functions to raise money for the National Democratic Party. And he said, you're going to meet some real foxy ladies. And just then, my daughter walked in. Mm-hmm. Ted looked at her and he says, wow, I want to go to bed with that. I says, no, you don't, Ted. That's my daughter, and she's 14. And his response to me was, I don't care.
Okay, so anyway, back to the female, because they do the men bad, but they do the women worse. Do the women badder because the women got more holes to insert. And then they have the women. You got some freaky women in the business. Oh, let's not even talk about Queen Latifah. So they dogged her too. But did y'all know that Queen Latifah also initiate women before they go to the next level? But she puts on a strap-on. Let's talk about Monster Ball. Monster Ball, Halle Berry was, if y'all saw the film, Halle Berry was butt naked. When they did that film, Willie Bob Thornton went up in for real. That was a real scene when she was talking about make me feel good. That was a real scene, yo. That was a real scene getting down. They did not fake that. They gave her Academy Award because she did a great job for the sisterhood. They didn't give her they didn't give her that award because she was just so of a dominant actress. That role was degrading. When they say, if this was so of a great role for Halle Berry, why come they didn't give her Tom Cruise? Huh? Why come they didn't give her a man, George Clooney? Right? Who that dude that Angelina Jolie married to? Brad Pitt. Why couldn't they let her sleep with Brad Pitt in that scene? Because those men of a...
And again, as you seen the cross-dressing of these men, I already told you all in a brief clarity what that represents. This cross-dressing is allegiance to the Illuminati system and this gay ritual and feminism act that they're putting on with these men. And like I said, you know why they do that? It's mind control. So now that homosexuality is booming, it doesn't even bother people no more. Now that men can wear tight clothes, it doesn't bother people no more. That's what I'm talking about when I say the deceit and the mind control of what Satan and his wicked worldly system has done to society. It has become so chillaxed in our mental state that we don't pay stuff like that any attention. Back in my days when I was in school, and I'm 37, you got picked on if you was gay. You got laughed at. Now it's just a trend. It doesn't matter no more. And see how he birthed it through TV media, through TV industry, media, religion, making sure people are banned if you speak against homosexualities or transsexuals. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's all a mindset game just to get prepared for this NWO, which I will be talking about in another presentation.
They have a higher statute. That's the American white man for white women. They wouldn't dare let some men with that statute sleep with Halle Berry because Halle Berry is degrading to them. So they go get a country ass hit like Billy Bob Thornton and say, you run up in them. Y'all feel how it goes. So even though it's supposed to be a huge road, they still cut you down. Because everything that you ask for, every time they take you to another level, they want to pop you again. And remember what I said, they call it gravy. That's gravy because they know that you paid your dues to get where you at. And when they have them Academy Awards, they just pretty much playing with each other. Like, let's give Alicia something. She's been a good whore for the last 4 years. Let's give her one. It's sad, man. There's a porno site called Ghetto Gaggers. Now, I want to throw this at Israel. Where do you think they got the terminology ghetto gaggers from? Now, walk with me when I'm talking to you. I'm not telling you to go there to try to get off. I'm trying to tell you there's a concept behind the terminology ghetto gaggers, okay? The way that they brutalize them women with men's penises and the way they dog them out and make them throw up on themselves, that is exactly what goes on behind the door. So you ask yourself, I thought they just made up some stuff so it'll be gross and get some money. What you all don't understand, a lot of these producers that's in the porno business, they're friends with these so-called Jewish men in Hollywood, with these hit makers. Did y'all know that? It's humiliation. I mean, come on, walk with me, man. A lot of those dudes that do porno movies, they go to the green door. They go to the Pandora's box. They are invited to these shows. Do y'all understand? When they get ready to break Fantasia in, somebody was there. You get me? Producers that's in the porno business, they're friends with these so-called Jewish men in Hollywood.
Did you just hear him say Jewish men? These same so-called Jews that's supposed to be lost and found over in Israel. These so-called Jews, which are really called Jewish Khazars, they're supposed to be, per se, God's people. But then you turn around and you see these Jewish elites that's caught up in this Illuminati system. Now, part 6 is the one that speaks a little bit about this Jewish so-called people of God. But, of course, part 6 was deleted and taken down from YouTube because of it being reported to YouTube, so they took it down. So, with that being said, This goes to show that these so-called mocking Father Yahshua's real Hebrew Jewish title and giving it to some demonic people, you see what they're all about. These are not his people. These so-called Jewish people, or Khazars is what they're really called. But let's continue.
Hollywood with these hit makers. Did y'all know that? It's humiliation. I mean, come on, walk with me, man. A lot of those dudes that do porno movies, they go to the green door. They go to the Pandora's box. They are invited to these shows. Did y'all understand? When they get ready to break Fantasia in, somebody was there. You get it? That was in the porn industry. When they got ready to break Alicia Keys in, somebody in the porn industry was there. Because every time they break these new black women in, they dog them. And they dog them bad. Man, they have 3 or 4 penises in them women's mouths, anus, everything that any hole they can put in, that's what they do. And that's how they came up with the concept, ghetto gaggers. What people don't understand, that really goes on in Hollywood, how they do that black woman in order for her to go to the next level. It just done ran Toni Braxton out her damn mind. She's shaving the side of her head like that woman who drank blood. The last woman who did that was Cassie. And Cassie is gone. Cassie is P. Diddy's slave. Did y'all know that? She is his slave. Oh, yes, she is. Every time you see Cassie with P. Diddy, she got her head down, she carrying bags. She's the mop-up girl. When P. Diddy want to impress him, he's bringing on, he let Cassie go down on him. He let that dude pop her in the butt, and P. Diddy sit back and masturbate while she's being ran in by his partners. Did y'all know that? I'm telling y'all some true Hollywood insider, brother. It gets down like that. That's the way they roll. And if you're a woman, especially if you're a sister, you come in with all that attitude, they're gonna rip you apart. The first thing they're gonna do is break you. They're putting it right in your face, like, okay, we worship the devil. We down with the Baphomet. Okay, we do lesbians and gay, and we do a little something. What? What's it gonna do? What? Because you know why they're so bold with their truth? Because they know majority of the people in society are so dumbfounded and so beat down on these jobs that they'll take anything. And they do not have your best intentions. Like I told you in the early segment, they have to keep negative energy to make money. If everybody's happy, people going to start thinking. Okay? People going to start thinking. If people start thinking, then people start asking questions. And then when they start asking questions, the questions can't be answered. Now you got a society of people waking up. They can't have that.
And this is the same person sharing videos from the guy from Part 9's videos. He's sharing the same videos on his channel, Soldier of God, except this is Part 2. Let's go on to where I want to begin, which is somewhere in about 6 minutes.
If you spend all your time wanting fame and fortune and money and power and position, eventually you're going to run into this wall, this brick wall of the brotherhood, where you either join or give up all your dreams of being rich and famous. Because they control everything. They control the media. You won't get 5 minutes of media time as a celebrity if you're not one of them. And so these celebrities will go to these Hollywood underground parties, have sex with 1 million old men, pedophiles that are there, the agents and the handlers that control Hollywood, control the stars, eating feces, drinking urine, having illicit sex with these old men. You give up everything and become an abomination just for fame and fortune. And we call them the elite. Elite what? Poop eaters?
Oh no, you gotta come in hard. That's why that guy Travion's dad, he sacrificed his son. Now, some of y'all don't understand that. And the reason it made so much headlines because he's a free.
And we call them the elite.
Now, I want y'all to see something. I think this guy's talking about Trayvon Martin, but I want you to see how Trayvon Martin's dad has pledged allegiance to the Illuminati with that hand symbol. Sacrifice ritual. Let's keep going.
What, poop eaters?
Oh no, you gotta come in hard. That's why that guy Travion's dad.
See that? See that right there? Trazion or Trayvon or whatever he's calling out. See that hand symbol? He's pledging his allegiance and his sacrifice of ritual to the Illuminati.
An abomination just for fame and fortune. And we call them the elite. Elite what? Poop eaters?
Oh no, you gotta come in hard. That's why that guy Travion's dad, he sacrificed his son. Now, some of y'all don't understand that. And the reason it made so much headlines because he's a Freemasonry. And he's a part of that brotherhood. And he's going to get all the attention in the world. So all the brotherhoods wants to see him. This is his time to shine. So all the brotherhoods get to say, who's this guy getting ready to come up in the lodge? What better way to promote him than him offering his son? And they already know what it was. Oh, okay, this is it. Oh, he's going to be coming up pretty soon. So they don't have to announce it to the public, but whatever field he was in or wherever he's working, they're going to take him under their thumb. He's going to rise up. He's going to be a wealth. It's a reason for everything. And that guy sacrificed his son, man. That's why I don't speak on it a lot, because we know that's a sacrifice. Zimmerman is just playing the part. Pretty soon this thing going to be over and done with. You never hear about him again. As I said before, there's levels of rituals, okay? The more wealth that you have, the more rituals of sacrifices you're going to be asked to do. 98% of hip-hop is gay. There's no other way to say it. 98% of them are gay. 2% of them got out. That's not many, because the majority of them love that lifestyle, okay? All actors and actresses sleep with the same sex for roles, contracts, commercials, sitcoms, and that's the truth. Whenever you see an actor or actress and you see all these commercials they putting out, and every time you look up you're in some type of movie, that comes at a price, man. They don't do this stuff. People say, well, that's just their talent. See, that's a young man talking. He's a dumbass. He ain't been nowhere. The industry does nothing for free, y'all. Once you are in, they prefer you not to hang around nobody you know. Why? Because people that's not in the industry can see BS. They can see demonic things happening. They don't want you around folks like that because they can influence you to get out or not participate. So usually they pick your girlfriend, they pick your boyfriend. Why? See, you never can understand. You got all that kind of money, and you can date about anybody. I mean, half the time I go to the mall, make them celebrity women look sad. But why come they don't want those celebrities messing with anybody in the mall? Because those women in the mall are regular people. Some of them people believe in the Lord, and they read their Bible on a regular. So that means they got light in them. They can't have that. So when you get ready to date somebody, they prefer you to date someone in the industry because they wicked. You see, they got to keep you wicked. So it's no wonder that Kanye West loved Kim Kardashian, because she's a wicked one. She'd have been passed around like a baton. So now y'all understand why they, Kim Kardashian quit somebody else pick her back up. But who in the hell want to sleep with somebody in them bust? I mean, this girl done had more nuts than Planters peanuts. You hear what I'm saying? And they can't wait to date her. They can't wait to get with her. Man, come on. It's just, come on. They want you to have somebody in the industry because y'all all demonic and under spell.
I'm going to read the names I was given. And these are people, folks, that we see every day. And you never realized, behind closed doors, He's a worshiping Satan freak. He's eating poop and having sex with animals and demons. And they all have herpes, folks. Almost all of them have herpes. It's a given when you're a Satanist. So this weekend involved with donkey rituals, Reverend Jesse Jackson, Rabbi Shmuley, however you say his name, the co-founders of Google, the guys who started Beanie Babies, Derrick Rose, co-owner of Chicago Bulls, or the owner of Chicago Bulls, Mike Quigley, congressman, Senator Dick Durbin and Mark Kirk, William Wrigley, the Wrigley billionaire, Emmanuel Rahm, and Derrick Rose, co-owner of Chicago Bulls, or the owner of...
You see it now, part of sports. Nowhere near music, nowhere near TV industry to a certain extent. But for some reason, this man got his Pledge of Allegiance up to the Illuminati. Just like I told y'all again, I'm going to keep repeating. In part 9, I already spoke of a list, but not limited to, but a list of different organizations that's under the hierarchy of the Illuminati system. I've already spoke on those.
Chicago Bulls, Mike Quigley, congressman, Senator Dick Durbin and Mark Kirk, William Wrigley, the Wrigley billionaire, Emmanuel Rahm and his wife and brother, Kanye West, Sam Zell, owner of the Cubs, owners of the Blackhawks, the co-founder of Groupon, Valerie Jarrett, NBC News anchors Allison Rosati, ABC's Ron Majors, NBC's Brian Williams, Wyatt Rockefeller, and then you have Hillary and George Soros. You know, you look at these people and you wonder, don't they want out once they get in? How do they get past the feces crap? And I was told that they do enough to stay alive. Look at LeBron James. He was recruited in by his agent and doesn't really want anything to do with it, I've been told, but does enough to stay alive. Shaquille O'Neal, Lady Gaga. Did you see Shaquille O'Neal showing off his ring? Saw a picture of it or YouTube or something. I didn't watch it, but I saw him holding up his masonry ring. He must have went to 33rd degree. When you reach the 33rd degree level, you get a ring, and inscribed on it is your title, which is worthy of worship. Does he really think he's worthy of worship? Would he get sodomized by enough donkeys that got him that title?
You get what I'm saying? So this is the industry, y'all. This is the industry that's going on in America, and most of these guys and girls hate to be alone. And get this, most of them don't have any mirrors in their house. Why is it important not to have mirrors in your house? Because once you have sold your soul, you see images of demons. That's a true fact. Because you don't have any light. The only light you have is Satan. And they hate looking in the mirror. The only time they look in the mirror is when a stylist come over. They don't even comb their hair until the stylist come over. That's how paranoid they are. They hate to be alone so bad. They keep people around them. See, I couldn't understand that way back in the day. Like, why do they have to have so many entourage? Because they scared out of their wit. It's when a stylist come over.
Look at the title on this one about Adele. Or it's saying people like Adele, celebrities like Adele. It's saying celebrities like Adele have weird love or hate relationship with ghosts. It ain't with ghosts, it's with demonic forces, if anything. Because like I said, once you sell your soul over to the Illuminati system, like he was just saying, you pretty much full of evil spirits. And then you got celebs or whomever don't even want mirrors in their homes because they already know that they're going to see reflections or images of these demonic forces and probably about scared out of their wits. We might not know that because all we see is entertainment when they hit the TV screens. But behind closed doors, half of these people who done went into this occult is remorseful, regretful, terrorized, haunted, sad, depressed, you name it. And you know, once you open up the door for one demonic force, how does that saying go? Once you open up the door for one, several of them come in. That's what's going on with these people right here. These celebrities and these famous people.
They don't even comb their hair until the stylists come over. That's how paranoid they are. They hate to be alone so bad. They keep people around them. See, I couldn't understand that way back in the day. Like, why do they have to have so many entourage? Because they're scared out of their wits.
How greedy are you? How bad do you really want it? Because you're going to have to do a lot of vile and disgusting things to be awarded it. You're awarded it. You're allowed to succeed. That's how much Satan controls. If you're going to be a network news anchor on one of his media stations, you're going to have to be putting your time into the rituals. Sacrificing babies, adults. That's not once a year, folks. They have to do it constantly because Satan's always demanding more and more and more sacrifices. They huff and puff it until you join, and then you learn the true dark side of evil. How do they get anything done in Washington? You know? Putting all these legislations together to destroy America, but they always have to break away to go do rituals. It's a good thing there's a city right underneath the Capitol because they don't have to go too far. Underground city right underneath the Capitol building. Yeah, they don't go very far. Break away and sacrifice a baby on a lunch break. This is the kind of people we're dealing with, folks. And it's all of them. It's not a hand-picked few. Senators and congressmen are elected ahead of time. They're elected ahead of time. They're chosen because they've sacrificed, made some kind of sacrifice that pleased Satan, and they've been doing their rituals and going to the rituals, and they've shown that they can keep quiet, not say anything to anybody, keep them quiet. And so then they're awarded to be elected for a certain year. Okay, you can run in 2012, and let's say they join the Brotherhood in 2008, 2009, and then they're told, okay, you have to do this and this and this, and then you can join in 2012, you can be elected. Voting does not matter, folks. Voting doesn't matter. You know, they sit and they have conference calls. The media networks all have conference calls during all these political meetings, and they conspire on what they're going to report and announce. They conspire together the whole time these primaries take place.
All right, there goes the logos that I spoke of. The signs and the symbols and the logos all up under this Illuminati system. I think I did a brief clarification on that as well. I think that's in part 8 or part 9.
So that way they can put their candidate at the top on all the network stations. It looks like Mitt Romney's winning. Nobody likes Mitt Romney. The Mormons don't even like him. But they like him. Satan likes to sacrifice. And Mitt Romney's afraid to die, so they can control him by fear. And these are the people we look up to. Brad Pitt, those two, Angie and Brad, were doing sacrifices and rituals with the Obamas on Halloween.
Oh, well, I love my mama, too. Well, we're going to send you a letter and answer it within a 24-hour period, and we'll tell you what we can get you. What you mean, a letter, man? Just tell me right here. No. Go home. We're going to send you a letter, and that letter they're going to explain. But it's going to be coded like what they want him to do if he's willing to do this. You see, it's just like nursery rhymes. And you're like, what? If I do what? Well, I don't understand the letter. Give us your mama, and we'll put you in the $20 million club. Man, you crazy. And if you weak, you ain't got the Lord on your side, you sitting at home in that dark room, you tired.
Now, you just heard them now. Somebody getting ready to sign a pre-contract, just giving an example. Give me your mama, and we can give you this $20 million contract. You crazy. But like you said, and you got people who, at the end of the day, sit back and think about it. Well, shoot, that's a lot of money. Am I willing to give up my family? Am I willing to do this? And then next thing you know it, when they do, there's a false news feed, using Bruno's for example, because we just saw it. Mother died from this, her mother's death was this, her mother's death was that, when it was all of him sacrificing his mom for, per se, $20 million contract. Just throwing it out there.
They can control him by fear. And these are the people we look up to. Brad Pitt, those two, Angie and Brad, were doing sacrifices and rituals with the Obamas on Halloween.
Oh, well, I love my mama, too. Well, we're going to send you a letter and answer it within a 24-hour period, and we'll tell you what we can give you. What you mean, a letter, man? Just tell them right here. No. Go home. We're going to send you a letter. And that letter they're going to explain. But it's going to be coded like what they want him to do if he's willing to do this. You see, it's like nursery rhymes. And you're like, what? If I do what? Well, I don't understand the letter. Give us your mama, and we'll put you in the $20 million club. Man, you crazy. And if you're weak, you ain't got the Lord on your side, you sitting at home in that dark room, you tired of eating Roman noodles, you ain't got no running water, electricity out, you buy a candle going, all right, man, she worked, downtown, she get off at 6. What I supposed to do? Set it up, have her at home, you catch a plane, go somewhere for a couple of days, and we'll send you a text. All right. A week later, they give them a text. They won't say that she's dead. They'll be like, the party was great. Thanks for showing up. Because it's like coded. They ain't going to just come out and say they killed her, right? He heard on the news she dead. He breaks down. He goes to his bank account and got $20 million in his bank account. He slowly forget his mama. Ask Kanye West. That's how he got down. Psalm 37 and 17 again. For the arms of the wicked should be broken, but the Lord uphold the righteous. But when you're righteous, the Lord holds you up. Even though it feel like your life's getting ready to cut off, feel like you ain't got that money, look like you ain't got the right kind of taxes coming in, so they cut you this year, right? But you're righteous. Your knowledge is prevailing. You're powerful. Oh, the Lord getting ready to bless, man. The Lord gonna bless the 1/3. Don't y'all keep tripping off of Hollywood, and don't keep tripping on how to get that extra money. Just hold steady what you got.
Well. Ain't that something? Well, that's part of Part 10's Illuminati. As you can see, I got a lot more to go here, plus some more. So stay tuned as I continue on with Crystal L. Smith, Illuminati Part 11. Again, take heed if you need to rewind and reread and stop and pause and look back at my presentation just to rehear something or read something. Go right ahead, feel free. Or the references that I've placed on my presentations, you can go to them yourself and check them out. It's there, right there in our face and right up under our noses. Be careful and stay blessed.